much live, I think.
All
Yeah,
right.
nothing. Happy Monday. Happy Monday to you. It's the 14th.
Mm, that it is. Where did this summer go?
The summer is still here, actually, in Houston. My
Oh, for
watch is
you?
charging. Yeah, for us. Well, yeah, I'm sure for you it's hot as
Oh,
hell.
I
Yeah.
mean, the weather's always here. Like that never changes. But like my kids go back to school in 2.5 weeks, dude. Like,
Yikes. Crazy, isn't it?
yeah, I'm kind
Time
of like
flies.
I'm kind of bummed.
Well,
Um, I guess I mean I know where my summer went too. I was gone for 3 weeks right when it started. So I guess that's partially on me. But
yeah,
um,
it
yeah,
was
man, I
still
can't believe
summer.
we're halfway through July already. That's wild.
Yes, it is. Yeah, crazy.
How'd you
Cheers.
spend your weekend?
Spent the weekend hanging with the kids, doing kid stuff, uh, organizing around the garage, getting stuff done there. Let's see what else. Landed a job yesterday for today, and basically I sold three jobs over the weekend for this week, so I'm pretty excited about that. It helps. Uh, and yeah, just getting stuff done around the house and just being there. What'd you accomplish this? Good morning, Damien. Checking in.
Yeah, thanks for popping on, Damien. I didn't get anything accomplished that I wanted to do. Maybe that's why I'm so dragging today.
Could
Yeah,
be.
just kind of hung out. We spent a lot of time with the family. We just hung out on the couch. I mean, it was
Nice.
much needed relaxation time. Um, watched some soccer on Sunday. We watched tennis on Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, just hung out, man. It was
Cool.
glorious. We don't really get very many opportunities to do nothing. We're usually like on the go, 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 and have family to go see or soccer games to. What up, Craig? Or
Morning,
soccer
Craig.
games to go check into. Um,
Hmm.
but I think maybe we knew that it was, our summer is coming to an end, so we tried to not really smash anything in and just spent it with the family, and that was it. It was great.
Nice. Very nice. That's a good way to
Yeah,
spend it. Yeah.
it
Family
was a,
is
it
good.
was a good way to spend it. I think that sometimes we get so caught up in getting having to do so many things, or um, trying to please our customers, or trying to gain more customers, or checking to see what's going on in the computer, that we just forget to be present. And
Yeah.
I got a lot of time to be present this weekend, and it was necessary. I think I needed it, and I think that I'm coming to the realization that maybe I should have gotten a little more done this weekend, so I didn't have to do it today. Uh,
Yes.
it's it's
But hey, you need a break every once in a while, even from doing stuff, for
absolutely,
decompression.
absolutely. So you sold a couple of gigs over the weekend,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
is your week looking pretty solid, or what?
Yeah. At this point, yeah, I was nervous, but yeah, I had a lady. I went out and did a brick wall cleaning yesterday. Took like an hour to clean the front and back of a nasty brick wall, and then landed three calls, three estimates. Sent them the estimates, and they all closed on all three of them within like 3 hours. So I've got a nice solar panel gutter cleaning this morning. Tomorrow I've got a window clean in the morning, and then Wednesday I've got a driveway. So looking good so far. So just trying to stack on top of that because Thursday I got a doctor appointment, to stay busy. But doing this full time now was kind of nervous, how this is going to work out. But so far, without any really hard marketing or anything like that, I'm still getting calls, fielding contact forms, and sending out estimates and landing them. So things are good so far.
That's awesome, man. And I know that you're gonna see continued success. And um,
Thanks.
the I think and this is just my opinion too. I think a nice steady trickle is
Hmm.
solid as opposed to those. I mean, we all go through those peaks and valleys in the
Sure.
industry. Um, but if you can just have a steady trickle, that's really the key. You
Hmm.
never want to have that faucet turned off as long as you can just keep nurturing and feeding the business and keeping that flow. No
Yeah.
obstacles in your way. You don't want to have anything blocking you. You want that, as Craig likes to use the term flow. Um,
Yes.
as long as you have that flow going and it's a steady flow, it doesn't have to
Yeah.
be like like gangbusters all the time. But if you
Sure.
have a steady flow, then you're good to go. That maybe
Yeah.
we should. That's a good tagline for us. Steady flow, and you're good to go.
Yep. It could be a like a remember the Green Mile? He had the prostate problem. He all he wanted was a steady flow.
I didn't see that one.
Dude, you haven't seen the Green Mile?
I have not seen the Green Mile.
My goodness. Well, that's
Craig,
on top of your when you get free time list, the
yeah,
Green Mile
watch
movie.
that
It's
one.
2.5 hours long. It's really good.
I have a I'm a sucker for sad movies too, and I don't like. I already am an emotional person, and
Sure.
if that movie has like some crazy story behind it and it makes me want to lose my shit, I'm gonna kick you in the dick.
Kick the main character in the dick. Yeah. But no, it's a great flick. It's right up there with Fried Green Tomatoes in terms of laughs and cries. It's perfect. Uh,
So I asked in the group what everybody had on the weekend, and then also if they had any big plans coming up this weekend. And Craig was talking about doing Sunday dinners, and we used to do that a lot with our family too.
yeah,
We still try to, but it's not as frequent as possible due to schedules and conflicts and whatnot. But it's happening more frequently now. My brother-in-law moved into the neighborhood too. Marissa's father lives down the street, and her mom lives down the street as well. So we get together a lot.
cool,
And then Damien said that on this week for the Horizon, he's got some big stuff coming up in interior construction clean.
nice.
Love hearing it. I'm always excited when our guys are busy. I've seen Damien putting in a bunch of work in the last 2 weeks, crushing on a couple big projects. It looks like I think Damien, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you were working with your brother Josh on a couple of big ones. And that looked pretty stoked. I was excited to see some of those photos. So keep crushing it, man. I love seeing that shit. Um,
Yep.
I was out on Friday. I went up to my aunt has a house in North Scottsdale, and I was able to take care of her house. What's up, Eric? Good to see you this morning. Happy Monday, buddy. Um, she has a house in a new build, and one of those. It's kind of like a fancy community, gated and all that shit, but it's tucked
Sure.
away in these boulders of like North Scottsdale Troon golf course, whatever.
Nice.
But yeah, it's got some really cool glass. I was able to get the Atom out and shoot some content, and I'll tell you what, the Atom came in super handy. She has this weird walkway to get in between. It's to get to her backyard instead of dragging the machine obviously through the house. Um, you take it through the side of the house, but there's like a dog run area in one section, and then there's like the trash cans in the other section, and then the AC on the
Yeah.
other side. So you're
Yep.
trying to weave through, and I'll tell you what, the Zero Atom was fucking came in clutch because it
Nice.
wasn't such a pain in the ass to be moving around and clanking on things.
Hmm.
Also, its short stature really helps as it's easier to just maneuver around. So
Yeah.
came in clutch. I was able to do a bunch of WCR. Thanks for hopping in. I was just
Good
telling you
morning.
about how great my project on Friday went. Um, yeah, so I was able to get a couple different brushes in. I think I was using the double rinse bar at one aspect. I was using the nylon um, light. I was using for a little bit, and the double rinse bar. The double rinse bar is something I haven't used too much of, but I
Hmm.
will say I don't. I wouldn't recommend the Atom running two poles. I don't. I'm not quite sure. Um, yeah, I just run the one on it. It's just a little bit smaller. I didn't have a pump with it either, and I know a lot of guys. I watched Sean run his Atom with a pump. I haven't invested in a pump yet. I purchased a pump 18 months ago, almost 2 years ago, but it's a different pump. I bought it from WCR as a matter of fact, but I think it's like a marine pump that I need to attach a battery to or some shit,
Sure.
and I just didn't feel like doing that. So um, Damien saying he could. Morning, Sam, that you could run two poles with that pump.
Yeah.
Um, so, but yeah, I didn't have a necessity for that. So, but I was really glad I was able to get some good footage, try out some of my stuff that I hadn't even really messed with.
Nice.
I was I was pleasantly surprised with the amount of water that came out, the amount of pressure that came out with no pump on the double rinse bar. Because I was skeptical on that, um, but it came out fine, and I was really happy with the way it came out. Yeah, that compactness, Eric, it is clutch. And I'm not the biggest dude, and it makes it easier for me. I feel like the way that it's short in stature makes it easier to maneuver as well. The weight distribution is primo on it as well, and it doesn't tip over as easy as some of the other machines. I have the Max as well, and I like the weight distribution on the Max better than on the Pure. It's just so big for me, and it's like trying to lift that thing up in and out of the bed of my truck is not so much fun for me. So yeah, I'm really happy with the Atom. So
Nice.
huge props to Zero on that. It's a badass machine. So
Yeah, here in Houston, I'm using the Zero Pure today, and we have a lot of really great water pressure in gallons per minute. So
yeah,
sometimes I even got to tone it down at the spigot to get down the water pressure because it'll like bounce off the window, the glass at you. So, but today I'm doing panels, so I got to turn that bitch all the way up because the flush rate, it's got a good volume of water, at least with rinse bars. So, but yeah, I want to try out that double rinse bar for solar panels exclusively, so you can, depending on what direction you're going, it's coming and going as far as rinsing, rinsing, rinsing. So,
yeah. So I'll tell you something that I learned from Mike Nichols when I was working with him is he actually had his rinse bar underneath,
mm,
instead of on top for doing big tall windows, because then when you're getting at the top and you're getting to the top, you
spraying
yeah,
it up.
it's
That's
spraying
annoying.
down. So
Yeah.
you're actually making sure that it's getting the everything that you've done. So
Mm.
yeah, man. Uh what else you got planned for today and for the rest of the
Just
week?
gutters and windows today. Tomorrow, just doing around the house for a basic water fed pole window cleaning, couple screens, and then take a driveway, possible more windows on Wednesday. But other than that, I'm just waiting to hear back from a few people. There was a guy who wants to schedule a house wash in July, so I'm gonna, reach out to him, see which day works in the schedule. But yeah, that's it. Just getting stuff done around the house and getting busy, getting at it.
Are you excited for this trip coming up next month in August or what?
Oh yeah, the huge convention, big time.
I know. I've been getting more and more excited about it as it gets closer. I had another conversation with Sid, um, on I think it was Thursday or Friday, and
Nice.
he's actually was kind enough to say he'd join us on the show. So
Cool.
if we want to set that up, we still have to figure out how to get Frank on properly. But I know Sid does more than enough podcasts and more than enough interviews that
Mhm.
he can figure out a way to get on with us. Yes. So maybe we'll get that set up for Wednesday or Friday.
Cool.
I'll talk to you later today. We'll figure that out, and we'll let everybody know when he's going to be on. Fred, get out of here. When he's going to be on, so that way they can join us live and ask him any questions about that they may have,
Mhm.
um, in regards to the huge. And I'm really he did say too. I tried to squeeze out of him. Hey, you gonna
Mhm.
tell me where the next huge is gonna be at? And no, he's like, you gotta wait to get to this one. Once you
Yeah.
get there, they're gonna announce it like literally as you're walking in. They're gonna have signs for, I guess, where the next one's gonna be. So
Cool. Cool. Well, I guess we're taking bets. We got a lot of people saying Orlando.
I hope not Orlando, because if it's in Orlando, then we'll have already been there for the IWCA 6 months prior.
Well, it'd be cool if they went to Las Vegas. I mean, I had fun at the IWCA. That was cool. You know, I could definitely do Vegas, but they probably won't do Vegas.
I
Fingers
think
crossed.
I think I'm not sure exactly how. Well, here's my thought too, right? I feel like the guys at the huge and the people that are involved with that like really like nice venues, big venues. Go go big. You know,
Yeah,
and
huge.
I'm not quite sure. I know that Vegas can do that. And I know that I don't think that they would go to the Nugget. That's for sure. I guess what I was getting at. I think that they
Gotcha.
would find a different venue, maybe
Circus
closer on,
Circus or something. Yeah,
maybe closer on the like the MGM Grand or the Luxor or something like that. I'm not a Vegas connoisseur. I don't go there all the time, but I feel like that was we were on the lower end of the totem pole for when
well,
it
we were
comes.
off strip. Yeah,
Yeah. Sorry, the dog was driving me nuts. So
dogs will do that.
he's being a little prick.
Well, he wants his bones.
Dude,
But yeah, so
he just wants to be a pain in the ass.
well, that's dogs are good at that. What do you
Yeah.
think? Do you think Dover, Delaware is another option?
No, I do not.
No.
I do hope it. I mean, I kind of hope it is on the West Coast because it's easier for me to get to. That's
Sure.
selfish. That's from a selfish aspect, but I don't know. I don't know.
Well, only one way to find out is going to the huge. Get
Yeah.
there, find out.
So, Craig, if you're still on here, feel free to pop your tag in there too. The rolling with the window cleaner link, WCR, if you have one, throw it in there too. That way people can get signed up. I don't know if WCR still had their code for $75 off. I don't know if Craig has one for uh, some coin off or whatever, but throw them in the links. Let us know. If you're still trying to find a roommate too, or you'd like to maybe, or you're considering going, but you're trying to save some coin, throw your information out there to let it be known that, hey, you want to go, but you're trying to save some coin or whatever the circumstance may be. Uh, you got to tell people or else we don't know. So don't know how to help you out if you don't let us know.
Yeah, let us help you get there because it's a good time.
It sure as hell is. I see Damien posting some pictures too from the actual IWCA, and that's like these things are refreshing my memories and making me like, as much as I'm bitching about how fast time is going, like I want to also speed up time so it can hurry up and get there.
Well,
Um,
Cher wants to turn back time, so you
so
just want
I'm
to speed
trying
it
to
up.
turn back time, but I'm trying to speed it up at the same time. So it's like a not an
A plot.
oxymoron.
It's a plot to a Marvel movie, babe.
Yeah, I'm
It kind of makes
trying to
sense,
figure it out.
but it
Hold
don't.
on one sec. I'm gonna be right
Yeah,
back.
but yeah, the multiverse.
There we go.
Can't figure out if you want to speed up time, or go back in time. You get all
Yeah.
cross.
Yeah, man.
Yep, that's
So
it.
we got Billy and I have a couple things on the agenda this week. Nothing too huge. Got a couple exterior onlys.
Okay.
And then we got restaurant and two commercial gigs, the towers as well. So nothing too huge on our agenda. I should probably get back out there and uh, do a little knocking or whatnot. Unfortunately, we have rain. Even so, this is sounds really weird, and I learned by watching Sean. But anytime in Arizona, there's just the slightest chance of rain, people fucking freak out.
Dr.
And
Zayas, Dr. Zayas. Oh,
yeah,
Dr. Zayas.
they they just try to reschedule or just will flat out tell you no. And we're in that season
Yeah, it's crazy.
until the end of the month, until the end of August. We're in that monsoon season,
Mm.
so it's very difficult to just not to go door knock and sell for day of. It sometimes can be difficult unless you just get lucky sometimes. So we're in that slow season still. And I'm not exactly being the most aggressive when it comes down to sales and advertising. I kind of just ride the wave. It's kind of like that flow that I was
Sure.
talking about earlier.
Yep.
So I'm not necessarily being the most proactive when it comes to it. I'm just kind of riding that wave, babe. Riding that wave.
There it is.
Yeah.
Well, when it gets slow, you got to turn up the juice, you know. And
Yeah.
door knocking, that's something I don't really do ever, but I'll leave a door hanger, 9 times out of 10. Their odds of getting a call back from a door hanger vary, 1 out of 100, 1 out of 200, or even sometimes you'll get them like a year or two later because they put it in the junk drawer and called you back. So,
Yeah, and I see that happening all the time still. I mean, I'll saturate streets and it'll take weeks or months to get that call back.
mhm. But they already asked their landscaper, and they feel more confident having a professional do it sometimes, so they pull that card out. So never bad to leave something at the door.
No, not at all. And it's crazy. I don't know if you ever, well, you said you don't door knock, but I I'll hit the ring button and it'll tell me you can record and leave a message at this time or whatever. I don't care. I'll leave a message to the machine, and
Cool.
it lets people know that I was there, and it makes them realize I have confidence in myself and I know what I'm doing.
Yeah. You're not
So
just the guy with the clipboard trying to get an appointment. You're there to sell, get it done.
yeah, I like to do that in my neighborhood in particular. Just because I also want people like I've told you this before. I feel like if I get somebody in front of me, my close rate is way higher.
Yes. Yep.
And especially if it's in my neighborhood. I used to walk my dog all the time, and my kids live here, attend school here. So if I can find any correlation or any link to a
Kevin
commonality,
Bacon.
yeah, to a commonality to a client or a
Hmm.
potential client, um, then I feel like it's even easier for me to lock that in.
Hmm.
Yeah, Damien's saying do a 6x6 at every home you're at. Leave cards on 3 houses on each side. I do that as well. I do the last door hangers that I got from Jill are like, I think I showed you before. They're so big. They look like takeout menus, dude. They're freaking huge. My goofy
Nice.
ass big ol'
I
on
think
top too.
the more information you can get on the page, they either like walk it to the trash or walk it to the junk drawer or the pile. But if you've got flashy, nice, brochure looking Chinese menu action, yeah, it'll get you 9 times out of 10 over the landscape or whatever.
For sure. And that way you also get to pick your clients too. I mean,
Yes.
you know what you're doing when it comes to uh, where you're at. I mean, the houses aren't going to change much in difference in size and much in
Well, yeah.
variation. The neighborhood
I'll walk
too. So
I'll walk with a Sharpie, and as I'm walking up to the house, I can look, see that the gutters are full. They got French pane windows with screens, and I'll just write 270 gutter cleaning, 255, that kind of deal, and leave it there. So I'll get calls like, "Hey, you left the door hanger. When can you clean?" And I'm like, "Well, what did the door hanger say? How much did I quote you?" That kind of stuff. But you can land jobs like that. Just write the information, leave it, and keep walking, and that's helpful.
yeah, no doubt, no doubt. I gotta get just thinking about all this other stuff makes me want to get moving and doing some shit.
Yep.
Um, I got to get Julian to practice training today. Even my wife actually might even be doing it, to be honest, today, because she's thinking about going into the office. Um, but I guess we should probably start wrapping this thing up. Um,
Sure.
any big plans for the rest of you for the day? You got the
That just
house.
got solar panels and gutters. So I'm gonna make a to do. I'm gonna put like some signs out in the yard, gutter cleaning, Mr. Deed signs, and just let people see me work out there and stay busy. Since
What
I'm
brush
cleaning
do you use for those panels?
the brush that I use for panels scrubber. It's an 18 inch. It's got the white pad on it. It's got the rinse bar jet. I don't
Oh, nice,
have
nice, nice.
I don't have the zero one, or I would be using that one. But that one does nice because you go through like one white pad a session or so. So I
Yeah.
bring extras just in case. But yeah, excited about that because she's got 35 to 45 panels. So I've told her it's 750 a panel. So we'll see how that goes this morning. Just rinse, rinse, rinse. My parts per million on my machine is like 4 parts a million, so I don't have to change any membranes or anything out yet. The Yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. I got my high flow hose, and we're gonna clean some panels. I got some footage. My old and busted tripod. I ended up ordering one on Amazon this weekend, and it's got one of those like AI things that can follow your face. So if I want to shoot like a mini video for the customers, like, "Hey, this is Mark and Mr. Deeds. I've cleaned the solar panels today," I can walk and talk more or less, and it'll track and follow me. So that's kind of neat. Uh, Something to check out.
Yeah, you
So I'm
sent me
gonna
that
get.
link. I got to go back through our feed and check it out. How much
eh,
approximately? What was the cost on it?
The cost on that, the thing I sent you was it's 35, but I bought it. I looked at my cart, it was 15. So it was like a prime deal a couple of days ago when Amazon
Yeah.
had the prime days. So I like lucked out. I've used it yesterday for a time lapse for soft washing that dirty brick wall. So it went from like
Hmm.
black to clean. So I can attest that it at least holds it, does a good job, at least working. I messed around with it as it followed me and type stuff. So that was pretty neat. That works. But yeah, it's right now it's full price at 34. So there might be a $10 coupon. What I would do is I would take a look at it and either buy it because it's awesome or add it to your cart and then you'll get like updates and it'll tell you when the price drops back down or there's a coupon because for whatever reason they dropped it, half off, and it seems like it's pretty solid, but I've only used it yesterday, so I'll let you know. But definitely a good deal to check out because I haven't filmed jack squat videos in the field in like months just because it's a pain in the ass, and that's because this little bar kept tipping over and stuff. So
Yeah,
I'm
I've
like,
had some.
whoa,
I bought a tripod a while back, and then I lost the one of the clips
mhm,
um that actually held my phone. So I stopped doing some videos for a while. You
yeah.
sent me that thing to add to my cart. I probably will end up getting it, just because I do need to get some more content. Um, put it
I mean,
all
I
out.
That's the fun thing though. I've got my phone is full of videos that I filmed over the last year, 6 months that I've just never uploaded. I'm like, damn, I even just got to go through the library and start using that crap. But yeah, now that this is replaced, I've got a better chance of filming more content for the business and stuff. So it's on my front seat of my truck now to remind me to take it today because I don't want to leave it behind. So I switched places. But
Yeah.
get one. Yeah, and
Hey,
make sure to go ahead.
I was just going to tell you, Sean Zimmerman just jumped on. I wanted to give him a shout out. It's good to see
Oh,
you. Thanks for popping on. Happy Monday, my guy.
happy Monday. Thanks for watching. But yeah, so keep it a good day, Jason. I'm gonna go change my solar panels, make them dirty to clean. Some content of that today. I'll keep you posted. I'm just gonna be safe up there, and just make sure to change your rubbers, everybody.
Hell yeah. And if everybody uh, is having I hope everybody has a great week. Get that passion bucket full. And we'll catch you next time, Wednesday morning, approximately 5:30.
Yep. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Keep it real.
Real. Nice.
Oh, thank you. All right. Let's see. How do we go to this one? Stop record.